Welcome to another episode of K Speaks, like it's a TV show. And you know the motto, when K Speaks, you listen. Why? Because I'm going to save you time and money. One of those things you can't get back again. So I was just thinking, man, because I've been on this this self-sufficiency tip, and this all came about when I was talking to my father around Christmas time. He called me and stuff, and we had like a man-to-man discussion and stuff, and I had to actually thank him for making me self-sufficient. And he told me, he was like, that's what I want for you. He said, I'm really proud of you because you are a very self-sufficient person. You don't depend on anybody. You work for your own. You got your own, and you don't need anybody for anything. You're a very self-sufficient person. And I let me put the windows up. I'm doing the car chronicles. So one of the things I told him was like, I said, I didn't learn a whole lot. That's a whole nother story. But I said, one thing I do remember that you taught me how to do, and that's to hunt and fish and get food from the earth. You know what I mean? And he kind of downplayed it, but he didn't realize how big that was to me. And I think that every man should know how to hunt and should know how to fish, because it's just really important for a man to know how to do those things. And I'll tell you why. I live in Puerto Rico right now, and 2 years ago during the storm, and it's been a little over 2 years now. Well, almost 2 years now, because it was 2017, September 20th, and we're in 2019. So we're going on 2 years after the storm here. And I remember people not being able to buy food. They weren't able to buy a lot of stuff. The things were in the grocery store was very limited. And then after a couple of months after the storm, it was really hard to even get produce or any kind of food in the shopping center or in the supermarket, because the food was starting to it was already being rationed, but people were buying the food so much that they're starting to run out, man. And it was hard getting stuff in. It was a big mess. This place was a huge mess. It still is a big mess, but it was even worse of a mess after the storm. And I remember telling people, I was like, you know what? You guys better learn how to hunt and learn how to fish. So if I didn't have food, or if I didn't have any, I know how to go outside and get coconuts and drink coconut water and eat coconut flesh. I know how to hunt small animals. I wouldn't eat a cat, but I think I'd eat anything if I had to. That's just a survival thing. But they got tons of iguanas here, and they're very resilient to storms and all sorts of stuff. I wouldn't want to eat one, but I know how to kill a damn iguana and eat the iguana. I know how to fish. I have fishing lines and fishing reel and bait and tackle and stuff like that. And I know how to go out in the ocean or go to a lake and fish to get my food. I don't fish for fun. Like, a lot of people sport fish and stuff like that. I don't do that. I do whenever I go out to fish, if I catch anything and it's worthwhile, I'll keep it and I eat it. I take it home. I know how to take it from the lake or from the ocean to the kitchen, scale it if it has scales, skin it if it doesn't, gut it, clean it, put it in the frying pan and put it on the table. And every man should know how to do that. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. You can learn. It's nothing that you can't learn how to do. It's just all about a matter of being interested in it enough to go out and do it and learn how to do it. But I'm telling you, after going through that storm, I realized the importance of being self-sufficient, being able to hunt, being able to fish, being able to grow your own vegetables. And that's something I'm doing right now. Go out and buy seeds, people. Go out and buy as many seeds as you can. Put them away. You never know when you're gonna need those kind of things, and you can keep seeds forever. You can keep them in a freezer, and the seeds will stay forever, man. But go out and get a fishing pole. Go out and get a small gun or a rifle where you can hunt. If you're in a place where you can hunt. Like I live right now, there ain't a place I can really hunt because there's fawn, there's no deer or anything like that here. But in the States, there's tons of that. Get your fishing license, get your hunting license, get those kind of things, and be prepared to go out and hunt stuff, man, and do manly. That's a manly thing, you know what I mean? Plant vegetables and stuff, you know, that's important, man. You know, be able to plant foods and those kind of things, because, man, you never know what's gonna happen with society. If society goes like it did when you know, after the storm here, and we weren't able to buy food and stuff, and people were in lines waiting for things, man, come on. Like, would you really want to live like that? And you won't be living like that for long if you can't. There's no way for you to get food, because a grocery store is a grocery store, and they have people going out to get food, and they bring it in by the trailers. But you should be able to know how to produce produce on your own, man. You should be able to learn how to do your own fishing, your own gardening. Right now, I live on the second floor of a house, and on my terrace, I'm growing watermelons. I'm growing okra, because I love okra. I'm growing passion fruit. I'm growing string beans, snow peas, regular peas. I'm growing pumpkins. I'm also growing cantaloupe, black kale, because I love black kale for my smoothies and stuff like that. I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle, so, you know, I like to eat clean, and things like spinach and kale. I'm also planting I already planted spinach. It hasn't started growing because I had it planted too deeply. Some of these seeds, you can't put them too deep into the ground, because what I've noticed is that when you do that, the seedling can't come back up. It's got to fight too hard to get through the soil. So some of these seeds I'm planting, you only have to plant them probably like an inch at the most under the soil. But these are things I'm learning as I go, because I've always hunted and fished before, but I never grew gardens and grew my own food. So I'm learning as I go. And I'm also on YouTube checking out, you know, different things on, like, different techniques on how to, like, make seeds sprout and things like that, man. Those are important things to do, because if something happened and you can't buy food from a store, you gotta know how to, one, take the seeds and make them germinate. Two, know how to put them in a pot or in the earth around you, and what's good, this amount of space they need between each other, and you know, what kind of fertilizer they might need, or like soil, and make your own fertilizer and that kind of stuff. You need to know all these things, man. You cannot depend on the government. And, you know, I talked about the government shutdown before. If the government was to shut down, like, not just shut down, but like completely, like, just go kaput, you know, if you got all these seeds and stuff, you might not have food like right away. You might be able to you might have to, like, go out in the field or whatever to find food, but at least you have the seeds that you can plant the seeds, and with those planted seeds you can grow your own stuff, man. I mean, it's really important for men to be self-sufficient, and not just men, women too, but of course women ain't on that. You know, women are consumers. They're, you know, they not a lot of women these days are on the gardening tip, you know what I mean, and it just is what it is. But yeah, men, we for sure need to be able to do all of that, and plus some. But it's important to know how to get your own food. It's important to know how to live off the land, man, and be self-sufficient and independent of supermarkets and things like that, because you know, whether those things go away one day, you know. So while you have time to do those things, go out and get you some seeds, man. Get you a few pots from Home Depot. They don't cost but like 80 cents for the big ones, 34 cents for the small ones. You get tons of them for like $10. And start planting some stuff, man. Start planting some seeds in some soil, man, and start growing your own stuff. You know, leading a healthy life. That's what I'm all about. I made this channel because you know, I wanted men to be able to protect themselves from certain, like, types of women. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about all of them, but there's certain women out there in society that want to destroy men, and that's what I wanted to keep men from going through and having to deal with. And if they are dealing with it, know how to get out of it and be healthy. But you also not only need to be spiritually and mentally healthy, you also need to be physically healthy, and that's where this comes in. It is what it is. So, I just wanted to put that out there. Really quick video. It's kind of not what I normally talk about, but it's definitely pertinent to men in society right now, and I think it's pertinent to just men being able to live a healthy lifestyle, clean lifestyle, man, and being self-sufficient. That's really important. So I'm gonna end the video, but I want you guys to like this video, subscribe, also share the video with other people, because there's a lot of other men out there that need to hear this stuff, man. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers like that right now, and that's okay. I'm fine. The ones that I have, they're cool, and if they're getting information that's helping them out, like I always say, if I've helped one person, if I made 1 million videos and I've helped just one person out of all the millions of videos, then I've done my job, man, and I'm happy with that, and I'm satisfied with that. I would like to help more, but if I just help just one, then I'm okay with that, man. That means that my work was not in vain, and everything that I went through and that I teach on here is not in vain, and that's a really good thing. So with that, you guys stay blessed, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. I have some more stuff, some more content coming you guys' way, but I wanted to put this one out here, even though it was off topic and a little kind of odd coming from me. But yeah, and maybe in the future I'll show you guys what I've grown, and so you guys can be inspired and grow your own stuff too. So I'll talk to you guys soon.